Al-Fashir massacre fuels a humanitarian catastrophe in Darfur. In Sudan's Al-Fashir, large-scale attacks by the Rapid Support Forces on civilians have killed thousands and collapsed the local health system. While the UN and the International Criminal Court condemned the assault, the Sudanese army is reportedly preparing a counteroffensive to retake control of the region. India and the US sign new defense agreement. The United States and India have signed a 10-year defense framework agreement aimed at strengthening military cooperation. The deal underscores the growing strategic partnership between the two nations, with both sides emphasizing defense as a cornerstone of their bilateral relations. Deadly protests erupt in Tanzania after elections. Following opposition claims of electoral fraud, mass protests in Tanzania have turned violent. The government's harsh response has left hundreds dead, deepening political tensions across the country. The so-called ceasefire fails to stop Israel. Clashes have reignited in Gaza this week as Israel continued its bombardment of the Strip despite the ceasefire agreement. Officials reported at least 125 violations and hundreds of civilian deaths. Among the victims were 52 children, and airstrikes continued overnight, targeting homes, schools, and health centers. Rescue teams are still pulling survivors from the rubble, while Prime Minister Netanyahu faces mounting anti-war protests and domestic pressure. Project Nimbus leak exposes Google and Amazon's secret deal with Israel. A joint investigation by The Guardian, Plus 972 magazine, and Local Call revealed a $1.2 billion secret contract between Israel, Google, and Amazon. The deal grants Israel unrestricted access to artificial intelligence and cloud computing technologies and allegedly includes a hidden, wink mechanism that allows the country to bypass foreign court rulings. Trump announces to the world, "We're starting nuclear tests." Former US President Donald Trump declared, "We're starting nuclear tests." In a public statement. The move was reportedly a response to Russia and China's growing nuclear activities. Washington sources described it as an effort to restore US deterrence power, while analysts warned the decision could destabilize global security and trigger a new arms race. UN Security Council backs Morocco's Western Sahara Autonomy Plan. The UN Security Council has approved a resolution calling on all parties to negotiate based on Morocco's autonomy plan. The move is seen as a strong show of international support for Rabat's sovereignty claims. Morocco hailed the decision as a historic victory, while Algeria and the Polisario Front criticized it as a violation of the right to self-determination. Elon Musk unveils Grokopedia, a new AI-powered encyclopedia. Elon Musk's xAI company has launched Grokopedia, an artificial intelligence-driven encyclopedia presented as a neutral and ad-free alternative to Wikipedia. However, the platform quickly drew controversy for allegedly promoting politically biased and Musk-praising content. Rump meets Xi, US and China sign new trade deal. Trump met with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and the two sides signed a new trade agreement suspending mutual tariffs for 1 year. The $3.2 billion tax relief aims to ease the effects of the ongoing trade war. Analysts see the deal as a sign of temporary de-escalation in U.S.-China relations.